Anyway, so sometimes I would try to record Steam games, and it wouldn't pan out. It would come out badly. And so a lot of those games have just been sitting on my to-do list until I built a better computer, which I've done now, and then I haven't gone back and recorded all of them yet. That's why towards the end of that computer's tenure, you saw a lot of console games get recorded. Like I did Sonic Generations. I think around was that the last Let's Play I did on that computer? Might have been Sonic Generations. Anyway, I feel like the VVVVV might have been one of those games, that I tried to record, but it didn't pan out. Other games in that series, which you know what? I'm not going to mention them. I'm not going to say what other games are in that series, because as soon as I do, I'm going to get comments like, you got to go back and let's play this one, bro. That's what got me into this mess to begin with, is because I mentioned VVVVV offhand towards the end of Out There Somewhere, and then I'm like, well, I got to okay, let's record that one, I suppose. I think I really do want to go left here. Oh! 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 Yes! I am your god, YouTube! The third time I the third time I played through this, I got the thing and then haphazardly pushed the button, which jumped me back up before collecting the thing, and then I just cried and shut the game down and didn't play it. So, the hardest part of the game is behind us now. And this part of the game is actually pretty clever, because you get to go through, you saw, these are some of the screens from the very earliest part of the game, which you played in the demo. So you're playing the demo and you get to see later parts of the game. So that's kind of cool, right? What do I need to do? Oh, I think I know what I need to do here. Because this screen here is one of the earliest screens, right? And you fall down and go back up, but now I just ride this thing across. If I were to take that and drop down, I'd be back in the earlier part of the game with no recourse to get back. So good thing I didn't do that. Busted! Aw. Aw. Do you guys love that death sound effect or not? I mean, is that not the greatest I'm sad sound effects? So there is a lot to love about this game, and I mean, I'm putting... Ooh, wait a minute. Prize for the Reckless. I think this is the second hardest one to get. Remember that thing Out There Somewhere that I had to grab without ever hitting a save point? This is the same thing. So, I kind of realized partially what I had to do in Out There Somewhere because I referenced VVVVV. I said I was going to call it V-Game, and then I stopped doing that. Anyway, the whole point of this is if you touch any of these save points, you can't get this thingamajigger here. And it might not be obvious why at first, but you'll see when we get there. This might be the second hardest thing in the game, actually. Okay, so I want to go up on this one, and then that one, and then that one. Oh, spiked! There's like 4 more screens we gotta do after this. And it's hard, but it's not Veni Vidi Vici at all. Like this screen, you don't even have to do the dangerous part if you don't care about getting the shiny things, right? You could just walk through the bottom and it wouldn't make a difference. Why did I do that? So you guys are all, those of you who haven't played the game, you're like, wait a minute, Brickroad, you said this game was like, had this boring overworld thing, but you're just doing all these really difficult looking, fun gameplay levels. Like, what's up? What's with your dumb, stupid opinion? Don't worry, guys. You'll see when we get to the part of the game where I gotta scour the overworld looking for the things to fill in all the squares that I missed, you'll see what I mean. Merg Marger. I don't even know who Merg Marger is. I just said that. I feel like if I did just rattle off the list of PC games that I tried to Let's Play over the years that I ended up not being able to because the computer couldn't hack it, which now after 2 years of owning the Bricks Beasts is... Like, if you guys knew, I would just be hounded to do them all at once. This screen, though, man. This screen, I can get it sometimes, but then, woo! There we go. Okay, let, and we're through. Okay. Now we've got to not do this part. Shenanigans! That screen's called Shenanigans. It's 4 quick flips, but it's a matter of getting in there and doing it at the right time. Like, I don't want to wait too long, but 1, nope. We'll wait a little longer than that. Ha ha. There we go. That's the stuff. I wonder if that timer is consistent or not. Those things might not even be on a consistent timer, you know? It might depend on what frame you enter the screen. Those things might be moving off screen. I don't know. I don't know how this game works. I don't know anything about this game, except that I don't like the overworld, and I think the title is dumb. But I did. I finished up that recording out there somewhere, and I'm like, I am immediately going to have to record it. Oh, I screwed it up! Aw, dang it. Now we gotta go back. Well, going back, I can hit the save points, and it's fine. I guess I can... Alright, okay, let's do this again. I guess some of these yellow platforms are safe to stand on. Oh yeah, some of them are. Okay, the first one's not. But the second one is, and then, okay, so this screen just got easier. And then the fourth one's safe to stand on, but there's no reason to do that. Aha! So, what we're going to do now is... That'll go across. And now, we'll kill ourselves. Which will cause us to respawn right here, but that platform is still in place. If we had done that anywhere else, that platform would not have been in place. If we respawn the screen, it come back, the platform goes back. But because we didn't respawn the screen, that platform stayed in place. So you see how that kind of put me in the mindset of the puzzle in Out There Somewhere. If you didn't watch Out There Somewhere, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Go watch it. What are you waiting for? It's a pretty good series. You might enjoy it. It's like, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 videos yet because I haven't started to process them yet. Okay, so you see I'm skipping all the dialogue, whatever. The whole plot of this game is you have to rescue your dudes and bring them back to the spaceship. And then, you know, collect all the things if you want. So let's just go a different random direction in the overworld this time. This time we'll go kind of this way-ish. You can tell, like, the overworld kind of bored the designers, too, because they didn't come up with names for every screen. Merg! So yeah, I talked about how I love the graphics for this game. The only thing I don't like about the graphics is it can't play in widescreen. And I know they're going for, like, this retro aesthetic, kind of like a modern retro thing, where it looks like Atari 2600 graphics, but the animation is too smooth. Like, you couldn't actually do this on an Atari, but... Here we are in the tower. So this is kind of a cool level, right? Like the scrolling thing. But it's not appreciably different from most of the other levels in the game. Also, there's a thing halfway through. It's over there. I want to die here. There we go, got it. Life is good. They're not called things, they're called shiny trinkets. Fine, whatever. So, in the Out There Somewhere Let's Play, if you didn't watch it, I mean, I'm gonna just explain what I mean now. At the end of it, I said the game's a little too short, and I would have liked to see it be a little longer. But then I caught myself, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. The VVVVVV was a little too long for what it was. Do I need to temper that thought, maybe? Because the flipping mechanic in the VV game is fun, don't get me wrong. I like it a lot. But is it really enough to sustain the whole game, you know? That's what and in the VVV's case, I'm not sure that it was. Wow, I gotta catch that little lip there is what I got to do. The flipping mechanic is fun, the individual levels are fun. But there's just not really enough of it here to support how many screens are in the game. And again, I don't want to sound like I'm down on the game, because what's here is pretty good, especially considering the game's only $5 now. I didn't even wait for a sale. I just went on and bought the Steam version. It was, I think I paid $15 for it when I first played it. Now I'm just playing badly. Now I'm just spiking everywhere because why not? But I get the feeling there's another thing over here that I need to get. I gotta catch this lip, and then I gotta catch the next lip, and it's just lip time up here in Litmusville. Population V-Man. And the game has a great difficulty level to it, you know what I mean? You know, maybe I could just fall straight to the second lip and then not have to get both of these landings at once. Oh, how did I get killed on that spike after I solved the mystery? Oh, goodness. I think the first time I played this, too, I didn't have a decent controller for it, so I played it with a keyboard, which, as a platformer, is not my preference, but it's not a bad game to play with the keyboard. Because, like I said, originally I played the demo on Congregate.com, and don't have a keyboard that plays Flash games, so... Or don't have a gamepad that plays Flash games, rather. Gotta play with the keyboard. So playing the demo with the keyboard was fine. Because it's not really about precision jumping, which is the bane of keyboard platformers, is precision jumping. And it's why a lot of PC platformers... Ah, we made it. Just barely, but we made it. And there's the next thing. Beautiful. Life's good. It's why a lot of PC platforms way back in the day, like a lot of old DOS platforms, Commander Keen and that kind of stuff, didn't have the same level of precision that you would see in Nintendo games or Sega games from a similar era, you know? Because the keyboard is just not as good as any kind of gamepad for those kind of movements. But VVVVVVV, because it's more of a puzzle game and less of a twitchy platformer game, it gets away with a lot of stuff. Like, it's way more about judging where you're going to land than lining up a jump and then timing it precisely. And the precision there is all about back and forth movement. It's all about, like in Veni Vidi Vici, it's all about horizontal placement, which works really well with arrow keys or WASD. So again, you're seeing the individual levels are a blast. These levels are fine. It's when we get to the, Hey, seeing red, there he is, buddy. It's the overworld in between that bums me out. Alright, what's next? What is our next level here? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we got a little in-between level. Okay, yeah, some levels we have a little in-between level. And when you're standing on the floor, Vermilion tries to walk towards you. So, it's an escort mission, but it's kind of a puzzly escort mission. So we're going to move here. Then we got to walk him forward when it's safe. Perfect. So these little levels you can't replay. There's this little challenge in between levels. And you're not allowed to replay them. Oh. That's right, he's extremely stupid. Let's walk him forward, there we go. I think, are there 2 or 3 of these? I don't remember now. I think there's 3 of these. Maybe not. Shoutouts to Thinneran for sponsoring this video, and to everybody who makes my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.